Second meeting of the season between Carolina and Duke coming up Saturday night here in the Smith Center at 9 o'clock. Steve Robinson has the scout of the Blue Devils. Coach, hadn't been that long since the first meeting between these two. Carolina put itself in good position to win that game. Unfortunately, came up a little short at the end. What did you guys do well that day that you'd like to replicate again to put yourself in position to win again?
Well, we competed. I thought our guys played extremely hard throughout the course of the game. We got down early and we battled back and, were able to take the lead and made a few plays, and they just made a few more toward the end, and that was the difference in the ball game.
Okafor, such a load down low. You guys did a pretty good job against them and frequently doubled them in the first game. That did allow Duke with some open three-pointers. Just what's your mindset with that matchup going into this game?
You almost have to pick your poison in terms of where you're going to try to attack and what you're going to try to take away. They're a very balanced basketball team. They can score at the basket. They can score outside on the perimeter. So you just try to pick and choose in terms of how you think you need to defend them and what you have to stop or try to limit throughout the course of the game.
Tyus Jones was a big part of their comeback win in Durham. What challenges does he present at that point guard spot?
Well, he's a good player. He can put the ball on the floor. He can score it from the outside. He can find open players. So, he's a pretty well-rounded basketball player that, creates problems. And, for us, we have to do a good job of guarding the ball and trying to take away the passing lanes and try to keep that guy in front of us and not let him get to the basket as easily.
Feels like defense has been a big part of Carolina's back-to-back wins here on the road against Miami and Georgia Tech. What do you like what you guys have been able to do defensively here the last couple games?
Well, we've done a much better job of guarding the ball. We always got to be able to get on the backboards and keep teams off the boards and be able to contest those outside shots and just make it tough for people. Just don't let them have easy plays, easy baskets, and where they gain confidence and they gain rhythm about the way they want to play. So that'll be important for us throughout the rest of the season is our intensity level, our sense of urgency that we play with on the defensive end as well as on the offensive end of the floor.
Last thing, Coach, feels like the Tar Heels are getting as healthy as they have been in some time this season, fighting injuries all year long. Getting a couple bodies back, how does that help you?
Well, for one, it's pretty exciting when you go to practice and you got a full allotment. You got pretty much your whole team there, and it does give you a little bit more flexibility in what you want to do in practice. How can you practice? We went through stretches of time period where we didn't have enough players to practice. So having enough of those guys, certainly it adds to the depth of our team, which at the beginning of the season everybody talked about this team could be pretty deep, and that's an important part for our team. And now we've got to round those guys that have been out back into basketball playing shape and integrate them back into our team and how we try to do things on the offense and the defensive end of the floor.
Final game of the regular season, it's Carolina and Duke here in the Smith Center at 9 o'clock on Saturday night. Thanks for watching here on GoHeels.com.